Welcome back to Rebellion Off-Road. Today's install is going to be on the trailer that we purchased, the Off-Grid, or the Expedition 2.0 from Off-Grid Trailers. Today's install is going to be doing what I got from Amazon, and I'll show you the product right now. It's called the Renogy Rover. It's a 30 amp MPPT charge controller with Bluetooth module. And what that's going to enable me to do is use my solar panels that I purchased from Renogy. I just think they're a better quality than the ones that Off-Grid Trailers offers. Just my preference. But I think, like I said before, when I did a walk around amongst the trailer there, I figured that they should put controllers in these little trailers because everybody has their own particular selection of solar panels. So having said that, I'll just do a little unboxing here, and then we'll show you what I'm going to plan on doing. So unpackaging the Renogy Rover. Comes in a nice box. Some instructions. This is the Bluetooth module. Comes with a lot of cords, so you can put it pretty much anywhere, especially if you got a long, place where you're putting it away from. Like if it's in the front of the trailer and you want the Bluetooth capability at the back, then you'd put it there. Comes with a temperature sensor for the batteries, and this is the baby here that we're going to be installing. Hold on. Once again, Renogy makes a really good product. I'm very happy with their solar panels. They have some pretty good write-ups on them. Take all this nice plastic off. Okay, so that's kind of what it looks like right there. It's got a nice keypad for selecting. It's got a light on for solar, battery connection, your load, and any faults codes that come up on there. It looks like a very durable product. It's got large heat sinks on the back, which will be good for dissipating heat. It's got some mounts that we're going to try and utilize. But yeah, I'll have to see next where I'm going to put that in the trailer. I might have to build a bracket for it or something of that nature, but I'll decide once I get going on this where I might put it. Okay, so what I did is I installed the little foot brackets here that you can see. If you were to put it against something, it sort of offsets your heat sink, so it allows some air to get flowing under there. And yeah, I'm going to see where I'm going to mount this. But I'm going to put the feet on anyways. You don't really need them. You can go right to this one portion here where you can fasten to a piece of wood or whatever you want to in your trailer. But I think I'm going to try and utilize these. I'm going to build something for it. I just don't know off the top of my head what. Okay, I think I found the perfect location for this Renogy Rover. I'm going to take the two screws out here, 1, 2, and they actually fit center to center of the Renogy. So I'm going to utilize those screws, and then I'll probably drill out some for here and fasten it to this. And then it's nice and solid. It's not going to move around. I got a light up here, so if I need to see anything at night, it's Bluetooth, so I'm not too worried about what I can see on the display, but I can get under there pretty easy and see it. And then my wires can go in this cutaway. I got to check that out first, but yeah, we'll see. I might have to drill a hole for wires or something. Might be just a little close. We'll see how that all plays out. Okay, well, the weather's taken the turn for the worst as usual. If you don't like the weather in Calgary, you wait 5 minutes, and obviously I waited too long. So I decided to mount the Rover, the Renogy Rover, on this side of the trailer, because as I showed in the video here, this cutout is actually for the handle. So it isn't going to work for me. I just don't want the wires to be nipped and stuff like that. So I decided to mount it on this side, drilled some holes, just some 1/4 inch holes, and fastened it from underneath. So this thing isn't going anywhere. It's pretty rock solid. Now, the only thing I noticed on the trailer here is they got the wrong, if you come over here, they have the wrong connections for my solar pinout. So I'm going to have to find out what make this is and change it out or do something different. Right now I had to run the wires out through the door So what I did is I just put some ends on that go directly into my solar panels right now. So that's what I normally use to connect my solar panels. So eventually I got to find out the right connector that I can mate up with these.
But it all works though.
Oh yeah, this
right?
works right now. The only trouble is I have to run the wires outside of my cab here, which I don't really like.
Right.
So typically what'll happen is you'll plug in your solar panels. We'll plug into this port. It'll come into the PV plus and minus on your Renogy Rover. So this would be your solar panels. These two go to your battery. I put number 8s through because it's a charging circuit. It actually charges your batteries. This is just the RS-232, which is for the Bluetooth. And that Bluetooth, if you look up here, there's a light in the back here. It's probably a little hard to see, but it's up in the corner here, and that's my Bluetooth module. For me, that's the best location that I put it. And then obviously the last connection that has to be made on these is this little pinout for the temperature sensor. And what I did is I taped it to the top of the battery where they tell you to put it. Top or side they ask you to put it. So I just put it on the side. It's just taped there, so if I ever want to change out a battery, I just pull the sensor and away I go. I don't have to glue it down or anything like that, and it reads. Now with this Renogy Rover, all you really have to do is go through a self setup, and it finds the battery. It knows exactly what to look for. It's got a lot of indications on here. Currently it says it's on battery and load, which I have nothing on the load right now anyways. So that's what they said. Complaints that I've heard about this is that these LEDs bleed across, so it looks like the load's on, but it really isn't. But like I said, if you go by your Bluetooth, you don't even use this display. So I think that's it in a quick wrap up of the solar charger. The only reason why I had to go to this is because my solar panels don't have a built-in solar charger, and that's why I wish off-grid trailers would install these, because everybody has a different solar setup and not everybody has controllers. If you had a controller, you just plug in whatever panel you have and away you go. There's also calculations you can figure out what you need for a size of solar charger. They're all on Renogy's site, and you just have to key in how many wattages, how much wattage of your solar panels there are, what you plan on charging. Like this one here is larger than what I have 200 watts, and this one is good for up to 400 watts of solar energy.
Now would that be Renogy site you would get that
Yeah,
from,
you can
or
go
Rover
right on,
site?
No, go right on Renogy.
Renogy.
Yeah.
And Renogy is your
Rover's
panels.
the make of the solar charger.
Right.
Renogy's the company.
Okay.
So that's just a quick wrap up on what we decided to do this. We tried it out on our camping trip and it worked perfectly. So
It did.
yeah, that's about it.
That's it. You're boring.
That's the way it goes.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we can stop getting wet?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Really? You found me? You found me in my only place that I actually found comfort.
Your office.
My office. So today I'm not really using the bathroom. I'm just showing you. There's tons of room on this. What is it called? A commode?
A commode.
What we're trying to spotlight is we've done a few of these reviews on toilets and stuff like that. Why don't I bring this one out and then we can show it a little easier.
Yeah, let's bring it out. Show everybody. It's actually a really good purchase.
It's not heavy.
Nope.
No different than a lawn chair. Hold on, let me get my honey pulp.
Your honey pot. Okay, Ruby, really.
Oh, my honey pot.
Yeah. Okay.
Move. Okay, so you put a bag in there, obviously. Those recyclable ones.
You're gonna show us how to do it?
No, not until you get the proper bags. But yeah, no, so what it is it's got a nice platform for your drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who takes their drinks into the washroom, but
We just use it for hand sanitizer.
yeah, that's all we're gonna do. We're not gonna take our drinks in there. Although I made it look comfy, yeah, I wouldn't want to sit on it too long. You got your cleanups, your wipes. I'd like to see, instead of this, maybe is
Like
toilet
a
paper
toilet
roll.
paper roll.
Yeah, but
Well, we're creative. We might make one. So.
but it's a full size, easy enough for a guy my size.
Yeah. And I know as we progress through this camping thing of ours, we always talked about the toilet size and how compact it was and stuff, but Tell them, Paul. Tell them what it's like to sit on something that's short.
It's like you're riding a surfboard. And and you're in this stupid sprinter stretch that brings you all the way down like this, and you don't know if you're going to go backwards, and it's just a nightmare.
And what about the collapsible ones, the ones that actually collapse?
Those are ones I'm worried about. Is the legs giving out on it and like that. It says it's rated, but you don't want to find out that it's not rated in those particular point in times. It's embarrassing enough, but we bought this at Cabela's. I don't know what we paid in Canadian dollars for it.
It was $170, I think, like $170.
Yeah, and then, it's got a nice lid. You can buckle it down when you're going to transport it. And I'll show you how to fold it all up and stuff like that, but just mint. And you put your recyclable bags. When Colleen gets the right ones, it's actually supposed to clip around the bar here. So these come off, and then you put your bag on, and then you just clip these over the bag. Which makes total sense to me. Then you're not fighting with these barrels, the honey pots.
Yeah, well, we brought the honey pot just
because. So it fits good, It's got some serious handles. No, it's not for that. It's not like for, oh my God, lift off. But, it's a handle just for carrying reasons. And I felt, like you sit normal. You're like a normal person on a normal toilet. You're not trying to, do this balancing act on a plastic bucket or whatever you have. It just makes more sense to me. And for guys that are bigger and stuff like that, trying to clean underneath after you're done on a barrel is not it's a feat in itself. But these, I call it the kickstand. You just go up and you can do whatever you need to do there, right? So I think it has some advantages. If you need a really high stepper, you can get right up there if you needed to. But no, I think it's very well constructed. I'm just putting fun in this, but if you do it, you do it. But it's whatever. I think it works well.
I think it's a 10 rated kind of purchase for us anyways. It makes a big difference.
And if you're sitting around the campfire, nobody would know any different, right? You put a nice blanket around you.
Right.
You don't even have to get up. That's what the drink holder's for.
Okay.
But that's
anyways, fold it up.
Yeah, you're kind of bossy. The folding up is not as fun, but it's not hard. Once you do it once, it's easy. Fold the table down, clip your seat like so. Okay. So it's this side. This is what the handle's for. It's not actually for when you have lift off, it's for takeoff. And you just fold that down, and then you just fold it up from here. You gotta watch it doesn't stick back in here. Like so. It has these, what you should actually do is go like this, lift up, and then fold.
Okay.
And that's it in a nutshell.
So it's no bigger than a full-size lawn chair, really.
It's just the same size as a lawn chair.
But it is actually nice to sit on a full-size toilet while you're going, because
and the bucket's just there to, hide. It's not, you don't capture anything in your buckets.
No. Okay.
And after you're done, people, take it home with you. Once again, you walk not far from here and you'll see toilet paper above on the ground. It doesn't take much. Bury it. Do the simple thing of burying it. Nobody wants to see that stuff, okay? It's disgusting. But that's it. That's our review.